What's up, guys? John here. I am going to show you today how to use MyFitnessPal. A couple different things. We're going to talk about how to log food, first and foremost, like how to hit the numbers, showing how to plays, where to see it, all that. Then, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about recipes. Recipes are super handy, especially with fall coming around, so you can make something that's actually delicious. You don't have to be kind of like, here's my pot of meat, here's my pot of veggie, here's my pot of starchy carb, right? At a holiday get together, say I want to make chili, which we'll actually talk about because when it's getting cold, I'm starting to get hungry for some chili. So we're going to create a recipe, and I'm going to show you how I modify that a little bit to work in our favor, as far as like tracking goes and hitting our numbers. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and then we'll get rolling. Okay, so here we are, MyFitnessPal, right? So today, Wednesday, October 4th, 2023. As you can see, I have not logged absolutely anything today. So we're going to build out a day showing you the basics on how to actually log your food. This going to try and keep this a little short and sweet for you guys, but still being as thorough as I can. So this is again, this is on the desktop or the Mac, I should say, being a little bit more particular. But so it might be a little bit different in the app, but you'll get the general gist of what I'm trying to say. All right, so breakfast. What did I have for breakfast this morning? So I had a banana. So I'm going to search banana. Comes up, boom. Green check marks tend to be a little bit are verified. Okay, that again, take that with a grain of salt. Sometimes we actually have to go on off script, but if given the choice, I'm probably going to choose this one. Okay, it wasn't a terribly big banana. Right over here, one serving of one banana to boom, add food to diary. Okay, as you can see here. So what that did, calories right here at the top. It has 105 calories in there, 27 grams of carbs, 1 gram of protein. Bang. Okay, 14 grams of sugar. That's kind of getting into the weeds a little bit. So really what we're going to just look at today, carbs, fat, and protein. Okay, not super concerned about sugar, especially if it's timed really appropriately around the workout. But for now, we're just going to worry about those. Okay, coming down here, if we look at the bottom, the totals. Okay, again, this is what was added. This was my daily goal, 270 grams of carbs, 75 grams of fat, 215 grams of protein. And then this is what's remaining, okay? It's in the green, so I know I'm still good. I have that left over, okay? When in a deficit, I want to be a little bit under, okay? I want to make sure everything's in the green. Kind of like within 100 to 200 calories or 5 to 10 grams under. It's kind of what I aim for. When we're in a surplus, okay, I actually want to hit over. It's kind of a little bit different, but again, when you're in a surplus, you want to be eating more to tell the body it's like, hey, we're a lot of nutrients on board. I actually want to build some muscle here. Okay, obviously, good training, solid training program helps that fact. So back to breakfast. What else did I have for breakfast? I had whey protein. I had a huge protein shake. So obviously I'm not being super specific. So if I go back, gold standard, in my opinion, one of the cheapest, best bang for your buck. So chocolate, 30 grams, 120 calories. Again, verified. I had 2 servings of that. Add food to diary. Also 48 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs. You could see how it again influenced the overall numbers in the bottom. Gonna keep rolling here. Bum, bum, bum. What else did I have? Strawberries. I had 2 cups. Okay, again, verified. So right over here, the serving, make sure it's half a cup or a cup. And I had 2 cups. Again, blueberries added to the shake. Let's see if I can type. Blueberries, boom, already 1 cup. Man, that's super handy. Bang, look at that, 11 grams of carbs and 1 cup of blueberries. That's nuts, guys. Again, for 2 cups of strawberries, only 25 grams of carbs. I've hit only 70 grams of carbs in one meal. It does seem like a lot of volume. Okay. And this is where the rubber's going to meet the road. Okay. I Skippy natural peanut butter. Smooth because my daughter does not like the crunchy stuff, much to my chagrin. And I had 2 tablespoons. I actually had 2 tablespoons. Don't worry. If you ever want to see how out of touch with reality you are, measure out 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. It is shockingly small. So down here, I still have 200 grams of carbs left. That's nuts. Okay. 157 grams protein remaining and 60 grams of fat. So all in all, pretty good breakfast. Okay. For lunch, I'm going to show you how convenient recipes are. And then I'm going to show you how to create one. Say I was going to make chili for dinner. Okay. So I'm going to go to my recipes. Sorry, the recipes that were shared with me. So my wife made this one, pasta carbonara from yesterday. Okay. Dinner, 2 servings. Bang. Oh, that's not right. Whoops. Okay. So I went to add food down here. The nice thing about MyFitnessPal is that as you start using it a lot and you kind of have repetition in your diet, it actually suggests things to use. So you only have to really find these once. Okay. The finding them the first time is the hardest. Then you just scroll down. As you see, Don Julio chips, had those. I round steak, had those. 0% milk fat Greek yogurt. So if I go up here, pasta carbonara, bang. I click the check it, check quantity. Two, 2 of 1 serving. My wife did all the measuring and all that stuff, so I'm not super worried about it. Add checked. Okay. So all of a sudden, bang, it's already in there. 50 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat, 57 grams of carbs. Okay. That made up a lot of the carb differential. Okay. As you can see here on the bottom, still have 138 grams of carbs left, 38 grams of fat, 104 grams of protein. What I like to do, pro tip, I like to log my post dinner snack early because I know whenever I eat dinner, after that, I'm a little bit hungry. If you don't like to eat before bed, this might not apply to you. Just logging dinner first and then filling in your day, great strategy. But what I like to do, knowing I'm going to be hungry at the end of the day, so I'm going to make sure I have something to eat. Okay. So under snacks, this is where I go right here. Again, gold standard. I will have another serving. So 2 scoops. 2 is 1, 1 is none, right? So I'm going to add that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of carb, like a fast acting carb. So I'm going to do an apple. Why? So what, like right before bed, I actually like to spike my blood sugar a little bit. So apples, fairly medium aggressive on the glycemic index scale, like how much they actually spike your blood sugar. In terms of fruit, pretty low, but I like to spike it just a little bit, kind of create that drop off on the back end. I feel it improves my sleep. For someone that's hyper concerned about weight loss, that might not be the smartest plan. But that's depending on what you like, B, what works well for your body. That's why having a solid nutrition coach makes all the difference in the world. Okay. So I'm going to add that to my diary. All right. Starting to look a little more manageable here. So this is kind of close to 1 meal here. Okay. And look what's left. Lunch. I actually put the carbonara at dinner. So I'm going to create a recipe of the chili for lunch today. Okay. So I come up here, go into my recipe section. This feature right here is the easiest way to do it. Okay. There's the old recipe calculator where you have to manually input everything in there. That's kind of a pain in the butt. Thankfully, MyFitnessPal knew that. So as you can see, it needs a URL or just below add recipe manually. So what we're going to do, we're going to go on DuckDuckGo. Shout out DuckDuckGo. Awesome. Okay. I like all recipes as a website. It seems to work the best. Well, it's one of the best that worked really, really well with MyFitnessPal. Not all of them, like Yumly, I've had some issues with, but I'm just going to go to all recipes. I'm going to search. I'm going to search for chili. Let's see, authentic Cincinnati chili, basically spaghetti. Don't like that. Best damn chili. That looks great. Okay. I have no idea what this is, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? Because I like the name and the names are cool. So I'm gonna like I've done nothing on here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go up here to the search bar. I'm gonna highlight it. Burp. Copy. I'm gonna put it in the recipe importer. Oh man, look at all that. It has all this stuff in there, the entire ingredient list. Okay. So now the hard part is now we have to match the ingredients. Okay. So thankfully MyFitnessPal knows this. So how many unmatched ingredients? We have one left. Okay. I'm gonna come down. Oh, a can or bottle of light beer, so just Coors Light. Okay. So I'm gonna search for it. Coors Light can has one in there, 12 ounces. Boop. Item matched. Cool. Up at the top here. Unmatched ingredients, 0 left. So now what I like to do is I like to save it and then look at it. I'm not going to log it yet, but I'm going to see kind of what the breakdown is before I alter the recipe. Okay. So I'm going to save it. So it's in my recipe box now. I'm going to hit it. And over here, it gives us a nutrition label. It's like, this is so convenient. When you're trying to hit numbers, you have no idea. Like if you're just to pick this and like mix it all together, you have no idea what's in there unless you log every ingredient specific individually. This does that for you. Phenomenal. Okay. So for 12 servings, there are 10 grams of fat, 33 right here. Okay. Total carbohydrate, 33 grams. That's pretty cool. And protein, 8 grams. Okay. That seems a little low for me. Okay. So I'm gonna isolate this. I'm also gonna take a look at the carbs. Okay. Just because for some of you, like personally for me, I don't mind having a lot higher carb intake. As you could see, as you saw, I have 100 left for the day and I need one meal. I eat pretty high carb. If you follow my macronutrient guide, my guide to beginner's guide to macros, you will also like high carb because the world's better with high carb. Okay, as is your performance. So I'm going to take a look at that just to show you how to audible. Let's say you are low carb, so you prefer low carb. You just function better. There are those athletes out there. I work with a few of them. I'll show you how to modify that to bring the carbs down. Okay. So we're going to hit edit recipe. And I'm going to scroll through. Okay. First off, protein, Protos, the most important, the leader. So I'm going to look down here. Whoa. Total fat, 15, protein, 9. This is the problem. 75% lean. Okay. Pretty high in fat. So I'm going to replace this. Just hit replace all I did. So I'm going to search for the ingredient I want to replace it with. Okay. 93.7 ground beef. I prefer it that way. And you could pick which one you want. I'm going to pick the top one. Okay. So a pound for 12 servings. Okay. I want this to last a few days. I'm going to say like 3 pounds. Okay. So it's like a quarter pound a serving, right? Tracking? I think 12 to, yeah, or half a pound a serving. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Get there eventually. So item matched. I come down here. I go to find it again. Where did it go? There it is. Bang. All of a sudden, look at that. 221 grams of protein, 77 grams of fat. That's so much better. Okay. So I'm going to keep rolling down here. Nothing super bad. Tomatoes, high carb, not terrible. Again, more tomatoes, tomato paste. That's not like, I don't mind that at all. Okay. It's quality carb sources. This is where we get into interesting. If you remember that Coors Light later, we might talk about that one. Okay. Just the cooking off, it should cook off the alcohol, but that's a whole nother topic. Okay. So half a cup of white wine, only 3 grams carbs, not bad. Tablespoon of sugar for the whole thing, not bad at all. All right, rolling down, 154 grams protein. So dark red kidney beans. Okay. I personally am not a fan of beans in my chili. Okay. My wife loves it. I do not. So if you wanted to, you can edit the quantity. So like what I would do, I would just half it. Okay, best of both worlds. Happy wife, happy life, right? So so instead of 32, it'd be 16. Boop, right? Because it's two right here, two 16-ounce cans. So I'm gonna do one 16-ounce can or 16 1 ounces. Bang, 77. Half those carbs, half like took the protein down, half obviously, because beans are a good source of protein. They just don't treat me very well. I'm gonna come down a cup of sour cream. If you are really, really desperate about how to replace sour cream, you're like, the carbs are just make or break here. 0% Greek yogurt. So 0% fat Greek yogurt, plain variety, super low in carbohydrate, high in protein, very, very good. Okay. It's a great alternative here, especially look at this fat right here, 40 grams fat. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. I'm going to replace this beige 0% Greek yogurt. So remember 40, 16, and 8. We do phage. Boom. We'll do, let's say the 1 cup. We'll match it. 1 cup. It took it from 40 to 0. 16 on the fat side, from 16 to 7 on the carb side, from 8 to 24 on the protein side. Guess what? Hitting your protein goals just got that much easier. Okay. Bang. So replaced. And then the Coors Light, again, it's burning out like 22 grams of carbs for the whole thing. Like that's 2 grams of carbs per serving. If it was dire straits, you could absolutely eliminate that by hitting remove. But I'm probably going to try it just to see how it goes. Okay. So bang, I'm going to save that. I'm going to see what all these adjustments have bought us. Okay. So saved it, click back in here. 12 grams of fat, not terrible. Lower the carbs a little bit. Again, we talked about some places where we could take carbs out of there. Look at that protein. Bang, 25 grams of protein. Okay, that's significantly better than 9, I think it was when we first started. Again, you can fit, so that's how I would fiddle with that. So I'm going to log it. Okay, today, lunch, and then probably 2 servings for me because I needed about 50 grams of protein left. Okay, I'm going to get in there. Boom. All right. And look at that. Within 5 on the protein side here. Okay, I've taken in 211 grams. My goal, 215 grams. My protein remaining, 4. Okay, I missed it by 4. That's not bad. That's a win in my book. Okay, on the fat side, 63 grams of fat intaken. Goal 75. 12 remaining. Not bad, but not great. Okay, I'd like it within 10, but like 10 to 15 is okay too. Okay, as long as you're close, unless your fat is absolutely this rock bottom minimum, then you need to be a little bit over. Personally, I know 75 grams of protein is a little bit high. So I'm pretty okay with that. 63 is okay with me. So 52 grams of carbs. Guess what? I might be able to have some crackers. It's awesome, right? So let's say saltines, because what is a chili without some saltine crackers, right? Boom. So we'll hit nutrition info. 11 grams of carbs. Oh, I might actually be able to make up some fat. So what did I have left? I had 20 grams of protein left, or 20 grams of carbs left. 50 grams of carbs. So I need 5 servings. So 25 crackers. Ugh, probably not going to hit that, right? Well, let's do 3. 33 grams. So 15 crackers. I could probably eat 15 crackers. Oof, yeah, maybe 20. Let's do 20. Okay, that looks good. Okay, 4 or 5 crackers. Add to lunch. Bang. All of a sudden, 44 grams of carbs added to that for a total of 96, which takes the total 262 for the day. 70, brought the fat up a little bit, and then nailed the protein. Absolutely nailed it. So within 10 on everything. And then plus or minus 200, like on either end, is a win for me. Okay. So this is kind of a really, really brief overview how to log some food, what I look for as far as like logging goes, and then how to create a recipe and how to adjust that recipe to help you kind of live a little bit more normal life. So, for instance, if I was going to make this best damn chili, say it just rocked my world today for lunch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn how to make it. Then I can double the recipe or triple the recipe. Say I'm going to a party or I'm having people over for Thanksgiving. I'm going to quadruple the recipe. I have a big family. I'm going to quadruple it. I'm going to still do the servings. Okay. I know what one serving is. And then the serving. Okay. You can measure out 12, right? So say you don't know what 12 looks like. Okay. So you don't know what the servings is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a big bowl. Okay. I'm going to, I'm going to take a big bowl. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out by cups. Okay. So I have a big bowl, like, okay, 15 cups of stuff in here. Then I'm going to change the recipe. Okay. I'm going to go in here. Say I got in there and this didn't happen to be actually 12 servings or 12 cups. Okay. I'm going to get in here. And then I'm going to come up here. I'm going to change the servings. I made it. And then as I go to put it in a storage bowl out of the crock pot, I'm going to take one scoop, cup by cup by cup by cup. And I'm going to put it into the serving bowl, And I count 16, let's say 20 servings. Okay. It adjusts how much is in there per serving. Okay. So I'm going to hit save. And then you can go in and you can look at it. So you know exactly what is in 1 cup of that chili. You don't have to weigh it. You can just scoop out 1 cup. Okay. Still pretty good. 15 grams protein, 16 grams carbs, 7 grams of fat. You can make that work. Say like, oh, but John, the 2 servings was perfect and you took the servings up, so there's less in there. Cool. Have a third serving. Have a third cup or a third cup in there. That's great. Means you need to eat more, right? So hopefully this was super, super helpful. If you like this, please, please, please comment down below things you'd like to see. As always, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Yeah, do the thing. And I hope that you all really, really enjoyed that. And I hope that you got a lot out of it because it was fun to make. And I hope it really helps you guys. All right, later.